Hey, what's up guys? XrPRO over here.
Hey guys, I'm Josh Emmanuel.
Jett from Spare, and my signature trick is the double tornado.
Kite loop, late back roll on 12-meter line.
My signature trick is a Megaloop Boardoff.
What's up guys, Ruben Lenton here and welcome to Signature Tricks. In this video we will dive deep into the signature tricks from our favorite riders. Let's go.
I'd say my favorite trick, I don't know if it's my signature, but it's definitely my favorite. I've only landed 3 at the moment. It's when you do 3 rotations with the board off before the loop, you loop and then you do another 4 rotations and put your board back on and land. But doing it, geez, I don't even know how to begin to explain this, bro. So I guess, yeah, preferably on an 8 on 22 to 24 meter lines, a board that you're comfortable with board offs, and a slightly bigger handle, even if some people see it's forbidden, but you take a slightly bigger handle because it's easier. You race towards the kicker, and you do a normal takeoff, and you take off into a back roll like you would on a back roll kite loop laid back. Take off into a back roll, and as you take off into the back roll, you redirect your kite a bit towards 12, take your board off, send your board out and pull it in to do the next 2 rotations. And as you backwards in the second rotation, you start the loop. And as you come around facing the kite, you look up to see where it is, just so you know which way it's pointing. And usually it's kind of like there in the loop. You look at your kite, look where it is, and you keep your rotations going, knowing that your kite's going to be pointing at 12. You spin, 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 put your board back on, and hopefully everything's gone right and you landed. Dude, it's so gnarly.
Yeah, it sounds very good. Like the judges hate that.
I'm not sure if I could recommend it to anyone to try yet, but I mean, if you think you got it, then go for it. It's pretty gnarly though, so just be careful. I guess it's either that trick or shortline loop. Shortline loops are sick.
Talk me through a shortline loop.
This is actually a good one. I think this might be helpful because the misconception of shortlines is a lot of people, they treat it as a kite loop. Like, to me, a shortline loop is so far removed from any form of kite loop, like I can't even put it in the same class. Like, a Superloop works, but like, it's not even the same, because with a kite loop, you jump your sheets in and you loop your kite, as everyone knows. But with a shortline loop, like, you really want to race towards the kicker as fast as you can. You want as much speed towards the kicker and your kite pretty low. And as soon as you hit the kicker, you don't want to sheet your kite in and go up like this with it. You want to sheet your kite in and send it across the window like this. And the cause of you sending your kite across the window to the other side will shoot your body up. And you need the momentum of your body going up to climb above your kite here, to keep the line tension and to climb above your kite. And then when you start the loop, you obviously pull it down. And when it's there, you sheet the bar completely. The bar is completely straight sheeted out because you're now on top of your kite. So the most important part for a shortline loop is the takeoff for sure. Like, you want to have your kite there, rip it across the window to the other side, and in doing that, your body is climbing, and then you pull it down and go like this. Like, you'll check on a few videos. I took off on a wave in Misty Cliffs. I took off in a wave, did the shortline loop, and landed back on the wave. Because I hit the wave, went up, pulled my body towards the wave like this, and came and landed back on it and rode off. Yeah, it's so different to a normal loop.
That's the dream.
We'll get there. No, we'll get there. Yeah.
Signature trick, and I think the only trick I threw at Megaloop Challenge was a kite loop late back roll, nothing else. The ultimate conditions for that, 40, 45 knots, not too big of a kicker. You don't want like a mountain to ride up. Eyeing this kicker out from the beach. If there's someone downwind of me, you better hear I'm screaming, "Way!" I'm coming in hot. Take off the kicker. As I get just before the peak of my jump, you don't want to get all the way to the peak. I steer the bar as slow as possible, as little as possible, and then start rotating. And as I've come around the rotation, then I crank the bar like all the way just to make sure the kite comes back up, and then down loop the total opposite way that I've done the kite loop. And just hold on tight. Hold on tight. The rodeo could start. The rodeo could start and may never finish. That's the best part.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all.
Thanks, brother.
For me, signature favorite, well, yeah, either the short lines would be one of my favorites, just the feeling and, yeah, the explosiveness in it. But if I had to go for my everyday favorite, would be just a massive Megaloop Boardoff, especially riding in 50 plus knots. It's where you can get to, yeah, optimal, like crazy height. And for me, it's just that feeling of, yeah, being extended and kind of flying, if you want to say, like Superman. You know, you kind of straight, you got your board out to the side, and kite directly in front of you. So it's just that feeling of being, you know, you're disconnected from the board for that moment. You're literally just flying through the air, and then, yeah, getting down, getting the board on, and sticking the landing. This would be my go-to favorite signature.
Amazing. Please run me through it in detail. Like, what do you do?
So from start to end, I would find obviously the perfect kicker. For me, the perfect kicker is about 2 to 3 foot, not too big, so it doesn't cancel my speed. Again, 45 to 50 knots would be optimal for this. And yeah, hit that kicker as fast and hard as possible, so that I know that on that takeoff, I'm going to feel good, solid vertical lift. And yeah, when you feel that you're flying up super quick, at that point, start taking your board off and getting ready to pull the loop. Once that loop goes, you know that you're going to be fully extended, opened, and coming down. The most important part is kite placement, so that you can get your board back on. And then, yeah, possibly, hopefully 2 down loops to 3 down loops to land, because then you know you've gone big.
Yes. Thanks, brother.
So.
Amazing.